I treated myself the other day, Jordan.
How by how?
There's a perk to living in this new area,
Mm.
and that is the dueling chicken restaurants that are around here. You got a Chick-fil-A, you got a Dave's Hot Chicken, you got a Popeyes, all within a half mile of each other, and it's fantastic. I didn't know that I love chicken sandwiches so much,
I never
but I
had
do.
Popeyes.
Oh, well, it's the king. Out of all three of them, I'm going to there first.
I thought Burger King was the king.
Wonderful.
Hello, and thank you very much for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download many more episodes at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com.
Well, we made it, right? Here is it. The end of the nostalgia extravaganza. I'm excited to see what you guys think are the worst to best. Eric, how the hell are you doing?
I am excited to relive the good feels and the bad feels all over again. With everything that we had watched, it went by pretty quick, and it feels like it was just yesterday. And yeah, I'm happy to talk about this, right?
Sarah.
Oh boy, wow, that was great lead in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we've got 11 movies to talk about tonight to recap our nostalgia extravaganza, and some of them were great, some of them were terrible. And I can't wait to hear what you guys ranked high and low, because as is the usual, I think they're going to be very different from my high and low.
Probably, yeah. I think the worst is going to piss you guys off. For me, I just want to say that I came up with the idea of the title. I think I sold you guys on it a year ago, and we're like, let's do this. And yeah, like Eric said, it's kind of funny, but it's true. Like I can't believe it's done. Like, kind of cool that we've gotten this far. But for the movies that we reviewed, in order for everybody who was listening, we reviewed starting in December. We did The Brave Little Toaster, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Hook, Fern Gully, The Mighty Ducks, Last Action Hero, Heavyweights, The Goofy Movie, Jumanji, Twister, and Godzilla 1998. What a list.
Oh boy.
Certainly something.
And this was all movies that were big when we were kids growing up in the 90s. So, are we going to announce at the end of this episode what our next retrospective is going to be? Are we going to announce the title? Did we do that last year?
That is up to you, sir, if you want to do that.
Okay. We always announce the title, I thought. So do we want to get into the worst to best, or do we just want to BS about this overall series? Like, what do we want to do here?
Well, I think we usually start sort of low to high, kind of covering them that as we go, only because, like I said, we have such differing opinions that eventually we're going to cover all the movies, even if we're saying, this was my favorite personally, but it was Jordan's least favorite.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Ladies first, if you don't mind, right? Sarah, what is your worst? What is the worst in this retrospective?
For me, the worst was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. You guys were big fans of it. I was not. I did not care for that movie. I did not find it as entertaining as you did. Jordan's giving me the stink eye.
No, not.
As he's drinking his
Don't
beer.
have a cow.
So, yeah, that's my lowest movie was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball here too. I think the worst in the series is Jumanji.
Wow.
I was completely bored in that whole movie. I used to love that movie as a kid. I even had the game, right? Like, we all had the actual board game. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was fun, but going back to it and revisiting it, my arms were folded the entire time. I think Robin Williams was very good. I didn't care much for the actors in the movie at all. I just was not into it. I was bored. I think it's actually the worst. You guys do not agree, I bet. But Robin Williams was terrible. He was phoning it in. He was bad.
For me, Jumanji was a little bit more in the middle, because I was still entertained by that movie, even oh God, like 30 years later.
Right.
I still enjoy it.
And I didn't like it. Eric, what is your worst?
I'm still gonna say keep my feet in the dig them in the ground on Godzilla. That one was just really a hard one. It one did just I don't remember watching it. You know, like as a kid. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because you're at that age where you're just kind of goofing off with your friends instead of watching a movie. But man, did I just not care for this movie. This it just bothered the heck out of me. Maybe it's just Matthew Broderick. Maybe it could just be him. Because every movie that he does is like Ferris Bueller beats Godzilla in New York. That's kind of what it is now.
So I'm shocked, right? Because halfway through the retrospective series, I was like, I was bringing up that we all pretty much disliked Brave Little Toaster. Now, is it because we disliked it because we think it's a bad movie? Did it not, as the young kids say nowadays, it did not slap?
Oh, I knew you were going to say it.
I did too.
I knew it. I'm trying to be hip, okay? I am coaching now. I have to be cool, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, it just, I won't say it again. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed now. Um,
No,
But
no,
no,
you
I
should
mean,
keep
like-
on. You should be yourself there, Jordan, because that's what's really cool.
I hate you.
And
Yeah.
if you're gonna say it slaps, then you know what? By golly, let it slap, Jordan.
Let it
Slap,
slap.
slap everybody. Let them.
Make it clap. No, I was just surprised, right? Because I thought all three of us were going to say Brave Little Toaster. We were. If you go back and listen to the episode, there's like a stank on that episode, and the stank is just like we're mad, like we're pissed. All three of us were pissed.
Yeah, it was an upsetting movie just for the fact that it was so different from what I remember, because there was a whole, like act that I completely forgot about.
Which one was that?
And-
The second act?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just made it that bad of a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, is
Uh,
it bad, or we just like is it bad, Sarah, or we just like I don't know, like, or is it just like our brains are thinking that it was good? Like what? I mean,
I
is it
don't know.
bad?
Well, if you don't mind, I'll give a crack at it. I
Yeah.
think if anything, it was the best way to start off the nostalgia extravaganza, just because I, like both of you, went in with these kind of glorious golden filter, thinking that this thing was going to be um, just as good as when I watched it when I was 6 years old. And it kind of disappointed. It kind of, you watch it and you're like, oh man, oh, it's kind of like discovering, Pepe Le Pew, as an adult, like, oh god, that guy's kind of creepy as hell. Yeah, it's just great way to start off the series, and I think we went hard into that just because, well, we were expecting something a little bit different, and there were songs that I completely forgot about in that movie.
I didn't even know there were songs. That's another thing that shocked me too. I was like, what? There's songs. I don't remember the third act. Like, I remember, how about this? I lied. I don't remember the second act, and I don't remember the third act. All I remembered was the first act.
Master.
You know what I mean? Because I think the air conditioner, I think, scared the crap out of me.
Sure.
Was that voiced by somebody that we like
That's
know
good.
as an actor?
I don't know. It looked like John Voight.
Was that John? It probably was John Voight. No, it was just interesting because I was like, oh my God, what happened with Brave Little Toaster?
It's Phil Hartman.
Oh, it's Phil Hartman. So we reviewed Robin Williams twice. We reviewed him later this year in August with Jumanji, but we also visited him in February with Hook.
Then I would say we did 3 movies because we also reviewed Ferngully.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So Robin Williams was a big part of our childhood in the
Oh, of
90s.
course
Right.
it
Well,
was.
yeah.
I guess we should have done Patch Adams and Jack.
No. We're
No,
good
we
with
did not need to do that.
Yeah, with the better
Sure.
movies, not those.
I think Hook is better than Jumanji. No?
Well,
Yes?
didn't you put Jumanji at the end?
Yeah, but I'm asking
So
you.
yeah, anything is better than.
What? But I'm asking you guys. Do you agree? Do you think Hook is better than Jumanji? I think
Yes.
Hook was more fun. See?
I tell you, I can't. I can't get
You
it
what?
out of my head. Hold on, no. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just can't get it out of my head now that like Peter flew to England to get a break from work to represent his what kind of foster mom Wendy,
Granny Wendy.
Granny Wendy, I guess. As she is honored at this kind of orphanarium or whatever this whole thing. I did it again, didn't I?
You watch too much Futurama.
It has corrupted me. This orphanage, excuse me.
It's an orphanage.
and um, and then suddenly just has to go find his kids and has a crazy adventure and then comes back and he has to like go to work on a Monday. I constantly just think of that of just it's got to be a sketch somewhere. But hey, what'd you do this weekend, Peter? It's like, oh, you won't believe what I did.
You won't. Who the alligator and the baseball and the Tinkerbell had the hots for me. What?
I kissed a mermaid.
Too much blow. Too much. The other third one, right? Okay, so I would say that my second worst is actually Fern Gully. I didn't care for that one. I remember Robin Williams being in that movie more, but he wasn't. Right? Like this was. Did one of you guys establish that this was pre-Aladdin? Fern Gully was.
I
I think it was pre-Aladdin.
It sounds like a fun yes.
It's right around the same time.
Because Aladdin, the cartoon, is the Robin Williams show, right? So.
Well, sure.
But I don't think the gloves were off for this one.
We can check it real quick here.
Of course, this is all Disney.
I mean, you guys agree though? Disagree? Like, do you think that?
So they were released the same year. They were both released in 1992.
But Fern Gully was first, though, right?
But I think Fern Gully was first.
Okay.
I'm like 99% sure.
Okay. All right. No, I mean, like, so what do you guys think of Fern Gully?
Okay, Fern Gully is still one of my very favorite movies. And so you said that's where did you rank that?
Second to worst.
Overall.
So
Second to worst? Okay.
Gully.
Fern Gully is my number 2 favorite movie.
Favorite movie of the series?
Favorite movie
all
of
time?
of the series.
Okay.
Of the series.
Okay.
I really enjoy that movie. Eric can attest. My family quotes it frequently. I like it. It's fun. I know all the songs. It's one of my favorites.
What's the quote in the movie? It's all Robin Williams stuff, right? What's a quote?
Oh yeah. It's all Robin Williams.
Give me a quote.
Price check on prune juice, Bob. Price check on prune juice.
For no reason he says that. Yeah.
He gets flicked. His little wires get flicked, and he has a
Hi, Helen.
Space. Hi, Helen.
Eric, you agree with me, right? It was
big
pretty
butts
bad.
in the shorts and the whole thing.
No, I have a special spot for a lot of Robin Williams movies, and I don't think it's the worst, but again, there's a lot of movies in here that under a second watch just seemed like why did we we were pretty forgiving when we were watching the movie as a kid, or we just didn't understand that's how a lot of the world worked. But I remember there were a lot of parts of this movie where we were just like, wait, what did like nobody wasn't that like the machine, the workers like going through. It's like, oh, you're telling me that nobody would notice, like they couldn't radio that through, and just be like, hey, this thing's going off track over time, and
this giant ooze.
I'm pretty sure we deconstructed it a bit more during that, but yeah, exactly. Or it's like this rogue machine just cutting through the forest with a giant ghost monster driving on it above it.
He's a smoke monster named Hexus.
Was he a smoke? He looked tarish too.
He was a little bit of both.
He was pollution.
Yeah, he was pollution and carnage. Yeah, Tim Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, Tim Curry.
Yeah, so that's kind of the other thing that's why the movie is pretty aces is because it's got Tim Curry and Robin Williams. Why not?
Where does Goofy movie lie for you? You kind of bash that one a little bit.
Oh yeah, that might be second worst then. I forgot
You
that there
hate
was a
it.
musical, man. That really was just
Upon
kind
the
of
old
like,
stage
oh my
gate.
God, that really threw me. I like a musical, don't get me wrong, but I kind of was not prepared for just Goofy going, yo, just.
I actually agree with Sarah with when she was saying about Brave Little Toaster's second act. That's kind of the same thing for me with Goofy.
Mm.
Like after the whole Bigfoot camping thing, it lost me when they were fighting and they were going through the Grand Canyon. I'm assuming that's what they were going through. Until they get to the Powerline concert, they kind of lost me there.
Yeah, and then what the Mickey Mouse question, right?
Oh,
What
yeah,
was the Mickey
for
Mouse
sure.
question?
Mickey Mouse is on the side of the
Oh,
road. One, he's on the side of the road. Two, Max has a Mickey Mouse phone in his bedroom. But it's well established in the Disney universe that Mickey and Goofy are best friends. And so I'm just waiting for my custom Eric phone to be done to send it to Riley for her birthday.
Yeah.
nice. I want that to happen. But
Mhm.
did we establish in this episode? Did we establish in that episode that that movie was considered Disney Universe, or is it just separate? Do we know that it's Disney Universe?
I guess you have to be a fan of the show to find that out. I'm sure they go deep
Yeah.
into that. I remember watching a few episodes, but I've never tracked it. Um, yeah, especially
Okay.
because there's the PD element of that too, right?
Hmm.
Now, none of us can say anything bad about heavyweights. We reviewed that this year,
Oh
right?
yeah.
That's correct. That was my number 3.
Yeah, heavyweights is up there, right? That was pretty solid all the way through. That go-kart race at the end. That's what I was waiting all episode for. And also now watching it as an adult and having dodgeball come out, I know I'm that guy making that reference again, but it's like that's just the same exact character with Ben Stiller, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
literally the same character. So like heavyweights is probably like 2 or 3 for me as well. Like that one was high up there. That was fun.
Well, aside from the movie itself, it kind of just represents, and this is what a lot of the like movies did, and maybe the TV shows as well. But like Salute Your Shorts, is just kind of showing you or having you remember that one summer when you were a kid. I don't know
Summer
if.
'69.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
if it may not be, kind of particular, but there was just that one that you can kind of go back to and be like, man, you know what? That was the summer. That's the one where it was, the sun was, red skies every night, and it was just kind of kind of great to be outside.
Yeah, my summer wasn't that great. We were all in school, and a bunch of high school kids were outside in their trucks, and they were trying to spank us with paddles, and that wasn't fun. And then I eventually got a chance to run away,
Uh-huh.
and this one kid looked like Ben Stiller. It was
Uh-huh.
really weird, and all we did was cruise and listen to music. That's all we did until I got caught at a baseball game and I was pitching, and I did get paddled. Welcome to freshman year there, bud. And at the end of the day, I got a chance to drink on a big mountain and go to an Aerosmith concert.
I think you mean Ben Affleck.
Sarah, did you get the reference?
Nope. I'm just saying you lived in a weird, weird town of Ohio.
He had summers in Rangoon. Go ahead.
Dazed and Confused, Sarah.
I've never seen it. Jordan,
He
we've had a
acts
lot of
like the same
conversations.
people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know that. But let's not have big reactions to people not having seen every movie that you have.
Eric, everybody has seen Dazed and Confused. You're smiling.
Everybody has
sorry.
not seen Dazed and Confused because I have not.
Eric,
How many movies on the other retrospectives that we've done? Have you seen every single one?
Darn near. I mean, I'm not.
You
this
said
is
darn near. So in our next retrospective, when we find one that I have seen and you have it, oh my God, Jordan, you haven't seen this movie.
I will say that Dazed and Confused is a Gen X classic. I'm just surprised.
I mean, I know
I'm just surprised.
certain references, but yeah, I just have never
No,
seen the movie.
this will be better for when our daughter is born and gets the movie education, has to go through the class. and I will then show maybe some '90s classics. We'll go through that. I'll go through that whole library again, so that I
Yeah.
can be like, sit down, and this is what I had to deal with. We all had to sit and deal with Empire Records. No one likes
Ugh.
Renee Zellweger or Liv Tyler, but
No.
we were forced to.
Yes. Nobody does. Okay, let's go back. So we also had a special episode this season with our retrospective. This was a chance where we recorded a live episode, right? Not technically live. We were all in the same room together, and for some reason, I was really awkward during that episode because you guys were here face to face. Because I'm so used to you guys not being face to face. It was weird. I was embarrassed. I'm embarrassed now. But with that episode, we reviewed Last Action Hero. Sarah, that's like third worst for you, right?
Second.
Last
It
Action
is
Hero.
number 10 out of 11.
Wow.
I did not care for that movie at all.
Oh,
I only
It's
liked
like-
it slightly better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
that's like top 5 for me. Like it's Last Action Hero. I just like Godzilla. It's the marketing that just hyped me up for that movie.
Sure.
You know, and the movie is so lambastic and ridiculous. Eric, you like it, right? I mean,
You know, as a movie guy, actually, I think it got a little bit better. This is maybe one of the few movies on our retrospective that I feel like, hey, this actually did pretty well. Only because it's a movie that's very aware. You know, it's kind of
that it's
crossed
bad.
yeah, it's kind of crossed that Fast X, that Fast 9 line, where it's just making fun of itself at this point.
Right.
And if you get it, you get it. And if it's for you, then you're having a great time. And I was having a great time, but I could see why a lot of people would just be turned off by it because I don't know, maybe they liked, you know, Steven Seagal movies. They liked kind of like those macho kind of kick in the door, shoot 'em up, and save the hostage and get out people movies, and they got this parody instead.
I don't know.
I get it.
If Sarah doesn't like Last Action Hero, she's not going to like Lethal Weapon. Oof.
Maybe I will. You don't know me.
Have you? Yes, I do. Have you seen Lethal Weapon?
No, I have not.
Oh, yay.
I think
Anyway.
there might be an appreciation because watching a movie where like that's the source where like a lot of the parodies or like the one-liners come from.
Yeah, there are a lot of Lethal Weapon references. I have seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They reference it quite frequently.
Oh, as they should.
Now, Eric, I'm going to go on a whim here. I don't know if you've already said your worst, but I believe your worst is the Mighty Ducks, right? We reviewed that back in April.
My worst is Godzilla.
Yeah.
You did say Godzilla.
Yep.
You did say Godzilla. You hated Mighty Ducks.
I again watched it as in these new eyes, behind these hazel eyes, and I realized that that I've been watching it wrong. That Gordon Bombay is not this hero that I wanted to like as a kid. Everyone thought he was awesome. He's the guy who's gonna be like, "Come on, team, let's go." This guy didn't do dick the entire movie.
Yeah,
He was the worst.
I completely didn't even know because again, I've been seeing this movie since I was a kid that he got in trouble for a DUI.
Yeah,
That's a big deal. He's a lawyer. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
there wasn't even so much as a motivational speech at any point in the movie. I think there was at one point at the end of 3 when he's talking to Charlie and he's just like, "Yeah, I screwed up. Yeah, I'm probably not the best, and I'm surprised you listened to me. So you should listen to this guy because he's actually a real coach." And that's when Charlie turned around and was just like, "All right, hey, yeah, time to wake up. No more ducks, you know. Time to be hockey players," kind of a thing. So I'm actually thankful for that movie and how much I don't like it anymore because it got us to rewatch my now new favorite of the trilogy, D3.
Which nobody likes. You're like the guy that says Home Alone 3 is better.
Just you wait. Just you wait. You're gonna get TikTok suddenly that is gonna start turning. They're hearing the algorithm right now. They're hearing me speak, and it's gonna smart go into your phone, and it's gonna change all that stuff, and you're gonna hear and see little videos about how D3 is better. D3 is the best Mighty Ducks movie. D3 is the best Mighty Ducks movie. I'm just gonna say it over and over again so that it like
D2 was the best.
Well, D2 was pretty fun just because of the knuckle puck, right? New characters.
Mm-hmm. D2 is the one that I remember.
Yeah.
D1, Mighty Ducks, was not great, but yeah, the second one is the one that I actually remember watching as a kid.
Eric, if you think Bombay's a villain, I
Richard,
hope
like,
you
girl,
haven't
like
watched. I hope you didn't watch the show
I did not watch the show.
on Disney Plus. It's already canceled. Bombay's a freaking jerk, and the Mighty Ducks are now this generation's Hawks. The Mighty Ducks are the bad guys.
And Lauren Graham is in it, isn't she?
Yeah.
Good for
Joshua
her.
Jackson comes back, by the way.
Oh, good for
As
him.
he should.
Mm-hmm. Did you also know Mighty Ducks? There was a cartoon after D2 where they were actual ducks.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yes, Google
There were a
that,
lot of
please.
sport cartoons
That sounds terrible.
that were
Oh, it's
when we
please
were
Google
kids.
that. Just Google Mighty Ducks cartoon, and I'll be so happy that you did, because you're just be like, what? Like they were duck hockey players, and they were also superheroes.
Yes, I remember watching this.
Yes, you do. Just imagine gargoyles, but ducks.
Wow.
Terrible.
No.
Yeah, it was not great.
I remember a cartoon called Pro Stars though, where it was Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky, and they were superheroes, and they would use their super athletic abilities to play sports on villains and take them down.
That's true. It's called Space Jam.
Yeah, it's a cartoon. It's amazing.
Well, I'm surprised we reviewed Space Jam.
I was just gonna say that. I know you guys reviewed the new one, but I'm surprised that we didn't do the original in this retrospective.
I don't have fond memories.
The new
of
one
it.
killed Eric and I. I mean, like if you go back and listen to the episode, you can literally hear Eric's and my heart just shatter.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't want to torture ourselves again.
But again,
like
I don't. I think I just had. I don't know. Will Smith was a bit more of the fun thing, and Space Jam just seemed a bit more like, I don't know, cartoony. Maybe I grew out of it at that point, and like I wanted it to be like Independence Day and Men in Black. Those were like the big ones, right?
Well, for you, remember, I'm 3 years younger than you, so like for me, it was totally Space Jam.
Sure.
Because of that age. The last movie we haven't talked about, which is one of the recent ones we did, was Twister. Do you have anything we want to add about Twister since we reviewed it recently? I think it's up there. It's probably number 6, maybe 7.
It's right in the middle for me.
Yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm. I have no complaints over Twister.
It's entertaining.
I'm waiting for Twisters next year.
Yep. We'll see how we'll see.
Sarah looks at me and rolls her eyes in disgust. It's called Twister.
An update to the 1996 film Twister, which centered on a pair of storm chasers who risked their lives in an attempt to test an experimental weather alert system.
Now we have the sequel.
Oh, Kiernan Shipka and Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glenn Powell. This is an interesting group of people.
I haven't heard of any of those people. I just go ahead.
You have Kiernan Shipka. What was she in?
I know Keira Knightley.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
They're pirates.
She was in the new Sabrina, the Teenage Witch series.
Was she Sabrina?
She was Sabrina. Yeah.
Oh.
Her, and then Daisy Edgar-Jones. She was in Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw that with Gina. She's the main character. She was. I think she's British. Yeah, she's British. She's been in things like Normal People or Gentleman Jack. She's a fairly new actress to the scene. Last couple of years. Anyway,
I would think they would get some like Scream 6 people into the mix. I just wish they would call it Twister Part 2, but they don't.
Wow.
You like that reference, big guy?
Yeah, good for you, Jordan.
Yeah, it was a special day for me.
One other person who's going to understand that one.
Yeah, you. This is why we do a show together, bud. You.
Ugh,
So
buddy.
I
It
want
won't
to know
bring your
what.
father back, Joe.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Okay, how do we rank this retrospective series? This is a kind of a curveball question. So we've done. I know Sarah, you weren't involved in one of them, so let's just do the ones that you were involved in. We did the '90s horror.
Mm-hmm.
We did the Year of Love,
Mm-hmm.
and now we've done Nostalgia Extravaganza. It's a very short list. What is in your opinion, Sarah, the worst to best overall series that we've done so far?
Um,
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I really enjoyed the Year of Love.
So that's the best. Okay.
That one was my favorite. And then actually the scary movies were my second favorite, and this was my third.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because for the scary movies, most of them I had never seen before. And so I got that fresh take, which was fun coming into the discussion with you and Eric. We were actually just talking about this last night with my brother and my cousin about scary movies. Because my brother's fiance hadn't seen a lot, my cousin hasn't seen a lot, and so we were just riffing on all the different movies, all the different kinds of movies. I couldn't remember It Follows, and with my family all sitting around, I'm like, it's the movie with the sex demon, and they're all like, what do you watch at home?
Yeah.
Who did you marry?
Yeah, who is exposing you to this?
I was like, a barbarian? What do you? I don't know. What do you?
Oh man.
With the sex demon. Yeah, that was an interesting movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for me, I don't know. Maybe '90s would be top. I think my least favorite is probably this one. Yeah, I think I'd agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a toss up because there were some movies in the Year of Love that I quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed Dirty Dancing. I'd never seen it. I avoided that movie like the plague, and now I think
You had never seen Dirty Dancing?
Oh, Jordan.
Jordan.
I have tasted my own medicine, and it doesn't taste good. It
It's
tastes like
bitter.
cherry. It tastes like cherry. Nobody likes cherry cough syrup.
Nobody likes
Yeah.
Ugh, lemon.
Oh, good God. No, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say the worst was this so far. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say '90s horror, and then I think number one so far has been Year of Love. It was so different. Eric, what do you say?
Oh, I don't know. This
Which one
one
do you have?
was pretty fun, to be honest. I did enjoy kind of going down the retrospective here. I did enjoy that one. I I do enjoy the series of Love. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Maybe uh, oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
I
see, it's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe this would be last, I guess, too, because I really like the horror too. It was just kind of fun to experience it with Sarah, because these
Yeah.
movies
So
we had seen before, and I got to and romance we had seen a lot of the movies before too, and
Mhm.
she got to watch me watch 50 Shades of Grey, and
Worth it all the way.
I got to watch her watch New Nightmare and a few other scary movies too. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
That gets quoted around our house now. Um,
Because
so
it's
for for this retrospective, I wonder if this is similar to a conversation I had at my book club recently, where we were talking about how books tend to find you at the right time in your life. Some of us were talking about how we maybe have a favorite book from years ago that we've never revisited, just because it holds such a great place in our hearts, in our heads. So I wonder if these nostalgic movies from our childhood are the same thing. If we had never gone back to watch The Brave Little Toaster, would we still have that kind of rosy, rose-colored glasses about this movie because we hadn't seen it in so long?
I agree
And
with you.
I think maybe that's why all three of us ranked this retrospective as our least favorite, because they were movies that were pivotal to our childhood. but don't hold up nearly as well as adults.
Yeah, no, our hearts were broken. You could
Exactly.
hear our hearts break in Brave Little
Mhm.
Toaster.
Yes.
You could just hear the air sucked out of the room. You know what? Since you guys kind of like the horror stuff, maybe we should do 80s or 2000s in the future. That would be fun.
It could be fun because
Yes.
then we can watch It Follows.
We can watch It Follows. If we do the 80s, we can show you Prom Night, Terror Train, The Blob.
Then we're getting into some like, how did this get made? Bad horror movies.
No, Terror Train. Come on, bud.
The
Silent
Blob.
Night. Yeah, The Blob, the 88 Blob. That's amazing. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Puppet Master, Hellraiser. Come on, bud.
I have not seen any of these movies.
Great. You're going to in a few years.
Great. Can't wait.
Puppet Master is not going to hold up well, I think.
No, Puppet Master is not going to hold up. We can watch Darkman.
Wow.
Yeah, we can watch that one. So, okay, so we gave what we kind of thought was our worst, and we never really have established our number one, right? So I guess we can do that before we close out. That'll be our popcorn rating. So number one for me would be, what did I have fun? I mean, I really had fun with Twister. You know what? I'm just gonna go and say it. I think
Little Monsters.
Nice. Number one has to be Heavyweights. I mean, that's just holds up. I mean, Twister is great. Godzilla, I defend it because I defend it for its camp. Turtles is just Turtles. That's kind of obvious. Mighty Ducks, Last Action Hero. I think Heavyweights was the gem out of this for me. So, Eric, what is your number one?
I really did like Turtles. I have a heavy bias for it, and I like it even more now that Sarah says that it's her bottom. It's just kind of what I wanted. It's like an action movie, but it's also like a superhero movie, uh, without any CGI. It's just straight up costume and choreography, and a ridiculous story that's frankly it's just original. There are some ridiculous moments, I'm not going to deny that, but it showed a kind of New York as a character is always busy, always just kind of threatening. um Not often were the streets empty. It was always like back alleys and kind of like sewer scenes that I don't know, it just it felt like it kind of respected its viewers a bit more, and I enjoyed it. Heavyweights is a close second because that was just kind of fun. And that racing is just fun at the end. Everyone likes a relay, and it's just kind of a perfect family movie. I feel like Ninja Turtles was a bit more of like the young boys movie, but Heavyweights is like the family movie that really just works. And yeah, I know that when Ben Stiller gets looked at his career, that one is going to get noted quite frequently for it.
I agree. Sarah, what is your number one?
My number one was Hook. I love that movie.
Wow.
It's so fun. It's another one that I quote periodically. But Heavyweights was up there. Ferngully was very high. And then obviously Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where half the costumes are just sweatpants, was at the very end.
They had a budget, Sarah. God.
They could have spent it on other things, like costuming.
They spent it all on the Turtles.
I think they spent it on that hot soundtrack, to be honest. That's the other thing I'm going to talk about. TURTLE Power.
Power. TNART Power.
All right.
Just saying. Well, that kind of wraps up our nostalgia extravaganza. So when we do our wrap up, we always announce what we are doing next. I've come up with these for a long time. It has been the Jordan Show, right? Let's just admit it, right? It's been the Jordan Show. I pitched Year of Love to you guys. You guys liked it. I pitched this one. You guys seemed to like it. But Eric and I were racking our brains one night on an off-air discussion. So since he came up with it, we all like it. Eric, what's the name of the new retrospective series that we're doing starting in December?
Do we have a name for it officially?
The buddy comedies?
Buddy movies.
Buddy
movies.
Buddies. Yeah, buddy system.
Buddy!
I don't know.
And it's
Buddies for
because
life. Pals for life.
Eric said we're reviewing buddy movies because we are buddies.
Yep. We're pals, we're buds, and so we're gonna have movies where what was the kind of the requirements here? Where the duo have to be on the cover, right? They have to be on the
Correct.
poster or the cover. I liked it where if they had done more than one movie together.
And Jordan and I vetoed that.
Yeah, this took a while behind the scenes, but we do have a list. So we go from, of course, December to November. So but the movies that we're reviewing.
Oh, and
Don't
that
give
they're all
them all
not,
away.
and that they're all not comedies either. There has to be some.
Yeah.
We've got some action movies. We've got some comedies. I worked in some lady buddy comedies or lady buddy movies.
I agreed with February's schedule. I agreed. The May one, I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what the May one is.
I'm going to say it. So, yeah.
I'm
But
excited.
we got Lethal Weapon, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Are you reading them all off right now?
Yeah, we don't know when they're going to release. Why?
But we don't do that. We tease it. We give like a little taste. Here's a couple movies that are coming your way, and then the rest are surprises.
Fine, they're all other surprises. I'm sorry. I got to share this with Eric so he has it too because he doesn't have it. But yes, we're going to start off. We're going to start off in December with the greatest buddy movie of all time, which is Lethal Weapon. How about that?
That's great. Because I haven't seen it.
You enjoy it. You enjoy it. And then maybe next retrospective, maybe 2025's retrospective will be like 80s or 2000 horror. So you can have some fun with that one.
So ready for that.
We could tend to.
I appreciate that Up in Smoke is in April, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I figured, that would make sense.
That makes absolute sense. It's either that or Harold Kumar.
Yeah, and then Lethal Weapon takes place in Christmas time. So.
All right.
That's why we're doing that. So, actually, if we...
Is it a Christmas movie?
That's what I was just going to ask. We can have a whole discussion about what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie.
You know what? You guys may want to vote for 2000's horror because we could review the sequel of Haunting of House on Haunted Hill, whatever, the sequel that you guys wanted to watch, watch. Remember that one?
Oh, that movie was terrible.
Yeah, we could review it.
Truly terrible.
Oh yeah, we don't need to do 2000s.
We don't need to watch that again.
There's The Ring destroyed a lot of the genre, and that is not a good period of horror movies.
No,
Fear.com was released during that time.
True, but we also had 13 Ghosts.
Yes, 13 Ghosts. Yes, Shannon Elizabeth was fantastic in that movie.
We could watch Scary Movie.
See, we're already talking 2 years in advance, so we'll figure it out. But Eric, Sarah, thank you so much for joining me for this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can check us out at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com. And like I've been saying recently on the episodes, I'm not down with the gram, but Sarah is. What's going on with Instagram, Sarah?
We have some behind the scenes things. We've got some polls. Last week we asked, what was your favorite exorcism movie? Got some interesting responses, things like Beetlejuice. So have some interaction with us and yeah. Looking forward to lots more interaction with our fans.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. And we'll be back next Thursday, like always, for another awesome episode. Have a good night. Did you see that new couch?
I have not seen the new couch yet. Oh my God. I was driving. When you sent it, we were at my aunt's house, and then I was driving when Eric looked at it, so I was being safe and, not looking at phones while driving.
The picture was adorable, but it really is something out of Joey and Chandler Friends.
That's why I took a picture and it said Jordan and the Barker Lounger.
Yep.
Got it.
It's amazing. I mean, that is everything I've ever wanted. And Gina said, I like it. And I said, what?
You were like, buy immediately.
Well, I got it at Value City, which I didn't know Value City was ghetto. I didn't know that was a thing.
A little bit,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
I didn't know it was a thing. And because it's like in the nice part of town.
Mhm.
So the couch is black. It's brown leather. And the buttons on the side, for reclining, automatic, has the USBs. And it has the 2 cup holders up front. He said that if your dog scratches it, just take your knife and mess it up a bit so it doesn't look like claw marks.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so then, and then he saw my American Express and he goes, what do you do for a living? I work insurance.
I sell insurance.
And aren't you proud to be able to say that now?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I told Eric there's a story, so here's the story. I said, how much is delivery? They said $180. I'm like, no. So I asked my mom's boyfriend for his truck.
Yeah.
Him and I go to get it at 5 o'clock, and my dad's meeting us at my house later to help us because it's big. It's 3 pieces, but it's big. And I go there to get it, and the warehouse guy, give him my receipt, and he goes, did you put this on layaway? And I said, no. I put $200 down and I'm financing the rest. And he went, well, the computer won't let me take it because, it says you're not, it's on layaway.
Mhm.
I was like, where is it? It will be split up in sections for you. It will be, we'll take care of you. It will be delivered with a beautiful woman and a beer, all this nonsense. And the guy was like, it's not even back here. It's still on the floor. And we bought it at like 11 o'clock and it was 5 o'clock and it didn't even say sold on it.
Probably sold it 3 more times.
Right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck this. So I said, I need to talk to the manager, please. And he's like, okay. So the manager comes like, what's going on? I was like, dude, I'm here to pick up my couch. I finance, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, oh, that is strange. Let's talk to the finance ladies. So we walk through the warehouse and there's the damn couch right there with the smile on its face. Anybody could buy it. Anybody could sit on it. It's right there. And then you can hear me getting pissed. And the warehouse guy's behind me. And I stop and I turn when I'm walking to the ladies. And I stop at the warehouse guy. And I was like, you can go ahead and bring that out to the truck if you want. So then I go to the ladies. And it was the same finance lady from earlier. And I go, hi. And she goes, oh, hi. How are you? And I was like, great. I didn't put this on layaway. Oh, I wondered why he gave me your credit application.
Okay.
Okay, so then she goes, oh, I'll just take care of this. Done. And I was like,
Beep,
great.
boop,
So
Yeah.
how do I pay for this? And she goes, excuse me? I was like, what app do I download? Am I getting a credit card? What's going on? She was like, oh, he didn't tell you that? No. Oh, well, yes, you'll get a credit card in a few weeks, and then it'll have all the information, and then you get your first bill, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, it'd be great if you guys would have told me that today.
Yeah.
When she's like, okay. So again, this guy was like, we're going to load it for you. We're going to take care of you. No, Bill, the 72-year-old and me had to do it ourselves. And then I ripped the price tag off of it. And the warehouse guy, at the end of the story, the warehouse guy says, oh, I would need that back. And I go, for what? And he goes, well, why do you want it? Because it's mine. I paid for the tag.